Um, I know some people need to hear this shit once in a while because I really wish I could tell myself shit a couple years ago. It's not that I wish someone else gave me the the insight because I could tell you shit. Someone else could tell you shit. A bunch of people could tell you things, but they're not you, and they don't really know your life, and they don't know what you're going through, and they don't know how creative you are, how far along you are. So I wish I could have told myself some shit. I wish I could have went back 5 years ago and told myself all this shit that you're doing that you think is fucking up, all this shit that you're doing that you think is a waste of time, all these doubts you have, all that's making you into a beast. So just keep putting your head down, keep working, keep going down this same path of trying to be a better musician, better person, you know what I mean? Like, I wish I could have told myself that because there was so many times I wanted to give up. There was so many times I was like, you know the dark feeling of like a lot of us have religious families. Maybe some of us are in here are religious. I don't ever hate on anybody for having faith. Not having faith again is a luxury. If you have a house, you know what I mean, over your head, and you have rent and you have food in your mouth and you have, you know what I mean, a way to live your life without some of these obstacles that the majority of the world has, I can see why you wouldn't be religious. I'm not very religious. I'm not religious at all. I've never was baptized. If you have a life where you don't need faith, that's a luxury. So when people are religious, you know what I mean, to each his own. But in my mind, what I was saying is, it's a luxury to not be religious. It's a luxury to not believe in God. It's a luxury to not need hope or need faith. Your life is probably pretty good. Or your life is, you know what I mean, in a better place than a lot of the world, at least. If you don't need that one thing, you know what I mean, to keep you holding on. The reason I bring this up, this deep-ass religious shit, is because to me, whenever I started realizing that I personally don't believe in religion, I personally don't believe in God. My dad had a horrible Catholic life. My mom has a weird relationship with religion. I never was religious. And when I started realizing, like, okay, if you're not religious, that means no heaven. That means no hell. So that means you get hit by a car, that's it. Like, that's it. Like, there's no more you, there's no more this brain, there's no more soul. That thought is the darkest thought. That's like the number one darkest thought. I'm sorry I had to take you there, but it's for a metaphor. That's the darkest thought. The darkest thought is just like, oh shit, it's it. That's over. That's the darkest shit. The only thing, okay, I'm sorry. We'll get back to light. We'll get back to happy shit. Don't get stressed out. The reason I say all that is because in music and being a creative and what we do, the darkest thought to me, that same thought is like, what if this actually isn't for me? What if I'm actually not musical enough? Or all this practice and all this time and all this information that other people are giving me for how it worked for them, what if that doesn't work for me? What if I'm just not a music person? That's the black hole. That's the what happens after death in music. You know what I mean? It's like when you have that feeling of like, yo, nothing's happened yet. Nothing's happened in 5 years. Nothing's happened in 10 years. Now I'm 25. Now I'm 30. Now I'm 35. Nothing's happened yet. Nothing's happened yet. You start to have this feeling of like, maybe it's me. You know what I mean? Say like you go on a dry spell for a long time and you don't have any intimate relations with anybody at all. You start blaming shit on yourself, maybe. You start thinking, you could be right, but you start blaming shit on yourself. Maybe it's me, maybe it's me. That thought is so dark. And I had those thoughts. Like, bro, I was making the wrong kind of shit. Like I was making shit and not succeeding at it when I was doing like dance music. And even though not succeeding is a relative term, I had a great run. But my point is, I wanted more, and I was like, fuck, as hard as I try to make this shit, it's not turning out how I see it turning out. It's not pushing through. And like, that really crushed me for a while, even though now I look back at it and I'm like, yo, why the fuck were you making music that you didn't care about? Now I only make music I like. I never feel like that. But the point is, I could have told myself 5 years ago, yo, you are good enough. Like you are a person who makes music. You do have a unique thing to say. You are going to make stuff that impacts people the way you want it to. Not everything is just going to be like, good job. There are going to be things that make people cry. There are going to be things where people get tattoos. I wish I could have told myself that, because someone else telling you that, you can't, it's not a fact. Only way it could ever be a fact is if, you know what I mean, I went back and told myself that. How did you balance school and music when you were in college? I'm going to school to keep my mom happy, but music is still my passion. I was in music school for college, so it's hard for me to answer because I was literally doing music at school. And I feel you though about the mom thing. My mom is the reason I went. The one thing my mom talked about my entire life was going to college, making sure you go to college, da-da-da-da-da. A lot of people in my family didn't finish college, didn't complete it, da-da-da. My mom was like, you're going to college. So when I was there, a lot of the time that I was at school, this sounds horrible. This sounds so stupid. There's people who wish that they could go to school. There's people who wish that they had the money, that they could afford to go to college. There's people who wish that, you know what I mean, they had that opportunity. So being at school and being like, fuck this, you got to take it with a grain of salt. You do. College costs a lot of money, whether you're paying for it yourself or whether you're getting help from the school or whether someone's paying, like your parents are paying for it, whatever it might be. It's as much as it sucks and it's hard and yet all these things, you're fortunate to be able to go to school for real. You know what I mean? Because some people don't even have the option if they want the option. So that feeling of like, I wish I could be out in the world, school's holding me back. If I was out doing music or being creative or whatever, maybe I would be living the life I want to be living in my early 20s, you know what I mean? Instead of be stuck here in a dorm room doing tests and shit. Like, I get it. But, you know, if someone's, you know what I mean? If someone like your parent or someone like that that's what they need you to do, what is it, you know what I mean, to you to fucking get through these college, learn something, and keep doing your passion the same way I did, the same way a lot of people did. What is your fear? That you're missing out right now, that you could be doing other things? If you have a case that there's a career for you outside of school and you right now could go into something and be making a lot of money and start your own business, I'm sure your parents would be willing to talk about that. I'm sure that like your school and everything would understand you not continuing to go to college because you want to get in the real world and do music. But if you don't really have a specific plan, if you don't know where you're going with it, or where you're going to get your first rent or your next 6 months of rent or whatever it is, doing music, like, you got to feel fortunate that you're able to be at school, you're able to be in a dorm room, you're able to be learning all this stuff while you don't have a plan yet, you figuring shit out. You know what I mean? Like, those loans and all those things on your head, it's a lot to worry about, you know, but it's still a privilege to be able to go to school. I don't for 1 second, even through all how much the money was stressful and how much I felt like I was missing out, all the FOMO I had, other people my same age who were out in the real world killing it, and I'm stuck at school feeling like if I was in the real world, I would be even better than them, but I'm stuck. I remember feeling all that shit, but I didn't have a real plan. I didn't really know where to go with it. I didn't know how to start getting placements or what to do. You know what I mean? So I was lucky to be able to go to school. You know, it's luck. It's like you're fortunate to be able to be in college. So try to see both sides of the coin, Louis. But if you got a point to why you shouldn't be there and why you need to get out, and you know what I mean, and you have a way to figure that out, have the conversation with your mom.